little secret in between you and I is that I was butt-ass naked. When I say butt-ass naked, I mean right below where the camera cuts off, coochie out, like no drawers.
Lady boner gone. He dry humping me.
Guys, welcome back to my channel, and in the spirit of my 2 years? No, that doesn't feel right. So it's been 2 years. That is crazy. Time really does fly when I'm not stressing about what I'm going to do to my hair next. The most I have to think up is a style, and I mean, my hairdresser eats it every time, so I'm not even too worried about that. With that being said, it has been 2 years since I started this Loc'd journey. I missed it. Ooh, my voice. I missed my anniversary by a good month. I thought that it would be a good idea to look back at when I started this journey way back when, see how I feel 2 years later and see how far I've really come. Now, just a disclaimer, I've come really far in my journey. With that being said though, listen, I used my phone to film. I did not have lighting. It was 11 at night and I was editing off iMovie. I was really working some movie magic and it was hard. The struggle back then was real, and so don't judge, please. And even just the production as a whole, don't judge it because it's bad, and I know it's bad. I have my iPad here. I think I'll do it, or which one's my good side? Wait, hold on. This side works. I might skip a lot of things because it's like a vlog almost for time's sake, because it's like a 20-minute video. But if you would like to go watch back that original video, you're more than welcome to. I will leave it linked. It will pop up somewhere here, and it will also be linked. It'll be a part of the playlist, all of that. We are so close. So close. So if you guys wanted to help me out with that, you could feel free to like and subscribe, watch my video all the way through, and on a loop even if you can. It would help. It would help. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but it would help. Get this video started. I'm actually making this video because I was so nervous. The non-copyrighted music. I found my loopholes. Don't tell YouTube. Even this title card that I still use to this day, the beginning of this video, I made from scratch. When I say there's so many layers, a lot went into just this title card alone. Yeah, it's actually been a minute since I made a video, and today is January the 15th. Oh, okay. So for whatever reason, I thought I did this like the day of, right before. I wanted to do this so bad and did. My appointment is on the 20th. Before I even get into why I'm making this video, my hair has been through it. From the time I've cut it, I'm saying time like it didn't happen multiple times. Like up until my last hairstyle, I cut some of my hair off. From the one time my mom permed it, and it's not like oh, my hair used to be long till my mom permed it and it fell off. No, I wanted bangs so bad. I think I'm gonna skip this part. If you care, you could go and watch the video, but I basically talk about the history of my hair, the attachment I had to my hair, and all the different things that happened, and the journey that I had with my natural hair, to cutting it, to perming it. I show you guys pictures of what my hair looked like before, how long it was, all of that. Go back and watch it because honestly, it's a jump scare. A shout out to my mom, who I continuously take out of retirement, even though a part of the reason why I got locks was because I wanted my independence and wanted to be able to do my hair by myself. But I didn't know how to braid, I didn't know how to sew, and I wasn't that determined to learn. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get locks so that I can have full autonomy, and I say bring her out of retirement. She just did my sewing, so yeah. But enough of my rambling. Let's actually get into why I'm making this video. And it's really, some of y'all about to be mad at me. I'm locking up. Okay, this was, please. I've grown since this. This is kind of corny, I'm not gonna lie. This video is kind of corny, but I've grown, okay? I just recently turned 23. Yeah, so I still kind of act like that because what the fuck was that? But I'm pretty sure I was quoting a TikTok, which I do all the time still to this day, but I don't know, that was cringe. I'm cringing. Okay, sorry. And I'm just nervous because remember when I said the only time I've liked my hair is when my mom did it?
Yeah, my mom can't do no damn locks, not lock extensions.
If my mom could do some damn lock extensions, I would have my mom do my damn lock extensions. I'm not saying that we couldn't have tried. I just knew it would have just been way too much trial and tribulation, and I wanted it to be done right. My mom has never done my hair where I didn't like it, but I felt like with this, I need to go with someone who specializes in locks, in lock extensions, all that.
And I don't even want to hear it. Don't even come for me. Listen.
And I still talk to the... I crack myself up because why am I talking to this imaginary crowd? My little 12 subscribers. Like... Yeah. Don't judge me.
Listen. Okay, let me explain myself. I'm getting lock extensions instead of just locking my hair because I want the length that comes with having locks. And I know a lot of...
It has always been length for me. I will say it every time. Never changes. It's always just been the length for me. That was my #1 reason, and I believe the strongest reason in which I got lock extensions. If I felt like I could do it naturally where I felt confident, then I would have, but I didn't. So it was always the length. And you could even see my hair is currently in twists in this video. I'm just wearing a bandana and my hair is short. Like, I look like a boy. There was no way I was gonna feel confident, pretty, and beautiful with my hair like that. No tea, no shade. You maybe can find the confidence in that. I personally don't. And that's just the truth. I would say now, more or less, my natural locks are the same length, but I just feel like it's different. It's different when it's locks, and it's very much intentionally locks compared to just like some twists. Like, it's different.
People who've done their locks naturally are like, don't treat the system, it's a journey, this, that, and the third. However, my reasoning for getting locks is because not only do I want the journey, I want to be confident and feel confident within my journey. And
I know that's right.
Lock extensions do that for me. Once I lock it, I'm definitely stuck with my personal length for a long time, and to get to the desirable length that I would like, it's going to take me a couple years, and I'm about to be 21.
And it did. It literally took me a couple years to get to the length where I'm comfortable. 2 years to be exact. I was right about that. When you choose to do locks and start this journey with lock extensions, you just have to be brutally honest with yourself and understand yourself to a degree. Don't sugarcoat things. You have to be honest. You just have to be honest and understand why you're doing it this way so that you're not insecure about doing it this way. I was very honest with myself and my intentions.
Also why I finally decided to make the switch over to locks and permanently locking it. And I've done other hairstyles before, but you know, there's been a few where I was like, okay, but they never last as long as single braids can. Don't even look at me like that, because we've all stretched the length of our single braids longevity. We milked it.
And don't say you haven't. Everybody has kept in the braids till they're falling off the bone, okay? You were just like, it can last another day. Sorry, my camera died. Hopefully things look more or less the same.
We milked it, okay? Don't play that with me. Even when I did do something different, it didn't last. I'm personally not a wig girl. I would like to be, it's just not me.
Even 2 years ago, I was like, not a wig girly, not a lace girly, and even after the sew-in, I don't think I am. I don't know. Oh, since we're on the topic of wigs, hair, and all of that, I've also gotten the question of if I miss doing things to my hair, and I honestly don't. Every time I do something different to my hair, I always miss my locks. The comfortability of my locks, I miss the look of locks, I miss my locks more than anything when it comes to my hair. I don't necessarily miss like all the different things I could do with my hair, because you could do it with locks. Anything. I mean anything. Single braids, twists, boho, straight backs. Where there's a will, there's a way. Now, if you don't know how to do it, that doesn't mean it can't be done. If you've never seen it before, that doesn't mean that it can't be done. It could definitely be done. It's just the means of knowing how to do it and figuring out how to do it. I believe it can be done. Look at Chloe and Halle. There is a way. No, there's not even a style I missed that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just wish I could have did that one more time. Like, I didn't even necessarily like the sewing I did. I wasn't in love with it. I really thought I was gonna be super excited about it. The novelty wore off very fast. Like after a week, I was over it. But it just wasn't there for me.
And if I'm being honest, don't come for me. If I'm gonna be honest, wigs only look good on camera.
And I said wigs, but I meant lace, especially on me. And I'm not a wig girly, so yes, it was a bad lace, but I just don't like the screen door look. It's just not, no matter how good your wig looks, it's gonna look like a wig regardless. They also don't last. Like, they just don't last for me. And it just, you can never really get it back to that originality unless you rip it back off and put it back on. So I said what I said, and I meant it to this day.
And then it's just a hassle to have to like re-glue it down every couple days once it starts to lift. And then once you do re-glue it down, it's never as cute. And God forbid you wear makeup. It's a headache.
Like, I've had 2 wigs, I believe, and I always eventually just gave myself bangs because I was over it. Because you know what they don't tell you about lace is how damn dirty it gets. It's gross. Like, I did everything. I kept my band on when I slept. I tied my hair down. I put my hair in a bonnet. I left it alone. I would take off my bonnet and I would take off my band and the glue would be black. Black? Nobody talks about that. It was a real turn off for me. Like, I found that very good. I was like, ew, no, thank you. I just stopped gluing it down after that and wore a headband. I was over it. I missed my locks. I didn't care for the hair. And it's just that.
I don't get it, girl. It's just not for me. I've tried it a couple times and yeah, it's just not for me. What also is not for me is the process of doing my hair. Let me tell you, the last time I did my hair, it was in mostly single braids, but then I got the front braided. It was traumatizing.
Which is true. As soon as I leave my hair alone and then I manipulate my hair again, I get so tender-headed. And that was true back then when I got the braids. And it's low-key true now because I don't manipulate my hair as much as I should so that I don't get tender-headed. Doing my locks and getting a retwist is nowhere near getting your hair braided. Nowhere near it. It was awful and it honestly traumatized me to where it cemented my decision in getting locks. I found myself putting less and less work into my hairstyles because I was like, this is just such a waste of time. It's such a waste of money, but I'm a black girl, so I need to get my hair done. Not just because I need to, but just manageability. I left my hair alone for a long time. I rocked a fro for a long time, but it's just not practical when I have to go to work and school, and you know, it's just not. And you need to take care, like, I can't neglect my natural hair at the same time. It just wasn't, there was no winning. I was so over it. I did not want to do my hair. I didn't like that. I didn't like the resentment I was building towards my hair.
Actually, that's what really pushed me over the edge, where it was like, yeah, I don't want to go through this. I'm too grown. At my big age, I'm here fighting tears while I'm getting my hair done.
It was bad. It was bad. I was pissed, okay? It really did push me over the edge, over the deep end.
I'm having flashbacks. Like, another reason is I personally can't do my own hair. Like, I can, but it doesn't mean I want to. And I can, but it doesn't mean it's good, right? So
I don't want to do my own hair. I don't, it's not worth it. It's just not worth putting all that work and labor into a hairstyle I know is gonna eventually end up in the garbage. That pissed me off. And it's so expensive. Hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. It was starting to add up and I was feeling it. It was just not worth it to me. Like, I couldn't rationalize it, and every time I spent the money on my hair, I was like, but why? Why did I just, like, huh? I had nothing to show for it. Besides some pictures. Like, this is where the resentment was really starting to build up. A long time coming. But I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Times I have done my own hair. Like, I've done my own hair in locks, and I've done my own hair in single braids with the...
I've done my own hair, and I hated it. I don't know if I privated that video, but I have a video of me doing my own hair. Maybe I'll do a reaction to that. That would be good.
Elastic method, a big setup.
Uh-oh! no, I'm here cussing on the internet.
I don't know who told me to do that. They were just like, oh yeah, use the rubber band method and you're good. I was not good.
All these protective styles broke the hell out of my hair. The only time my hair actually grew was when I had it in twists during quarantine. That's it. That's when I seen my hair grow the most, when I left it alone. And now in locks, my hair has never been longer. In protective styles, it was supposed to protect my hair. My hair was becoming even more damaged because of all the gels and all the detangling and the combing I had to do that was just ripping out my hair. Again, not worth it.
I was far from good, bro. When I tell you I didn't even sleep that night. I liked the way it looked, but then when I took it out, a lot of my hair came with it.
When I say it snapped my hair off like a clean cut from rubber bands, it thinned out my hair so much, it was scary. Already thin, and then I made my hair thinner. Imagine. I never did it again, but
it was so ghetto. It was so ghetto.
Ghetto.
To myself, going back to me not being able to do my hair, my own hair, I would always have to ask my mom to do it. But then again, my mom is a mom and she works and has other obligations, so my hair was very low on the priority.
I also hated the process of taking down my hair. I was cutting up here because I wasn't about to spend 10 minutes undoing a braid. In turn, I cut my hair a lot. And that just goes back to me wanting to be independent, because I was getting older and I felt like relying on mommy to do my hair was childish, and I was over it.
List, okay? So when I did ask to do my hair, it was over at a span of maximum 3 days. Okay, it also depended on what the hairstyle was. Like, I did a crochet style, which was probably,
my hair was short, but it wasn't like short. Because I've been told, like, your hair's not short, your hair's not that short. Like, my hair was very standard. It was like the median, the average length of hair, but it wasn't like, wow, your hair is long type long. It just wasn't like, oh my gosh, your hair is short type short, you know? I could have started my locks right that day if I just never undid my twist and got retwists instead, but I wasn't gonna do that.
I want it to be at a comfortable length. This was the goal, but I'm not good with numbers, so
this was the goal, and I got hair to the middle of my back. In another like 4 months, my hair will be the goal was. So, you know,
I asked for like 12 inches. I want to be,
it was 14, not 12.
Confident in the way my hair looks. I want to feel pretty. I feel like these last few months I've had my hair natural because of the traumatic experience of me doing my hair the last time. I didn't even touch my hair in anticipation, right? I booked it about a month ago. From the last time I did my hair, I didn't put anything back in, and I just haven't, like, you know, felt myself. A big thing about being a Black girl is a lot of our confidence is in our hair, and that's so true for me. A majority of my confidence is how my hair looks. I feel like my face can look any way. I don't care how my face looks.
I feel like I've said this before, and I'll say it again, because it doesn't matter how good I look in the face. If my hair don't match, I don't feel good. My confidence is rooted in my hair.
I still feel undone. I don't feel attractive. I don't feel pretty. Also, putting some professionalism into it. Like, I wouldn't feel confident in myself going to a job interview with my hair like this.
I understand where that could be controversial to even say that. When I go to a job interview, I wouldn't want to look like I just rolled out of bed. And you could say that, like, Black natural hair is professional and it should be professional, which it should be, but in reality, it's not, because we're just not there yet. Those stereotypes are going to be projected onto me. I still may get the job. After I got the job, yeah, I'm going to work any which way. If I happen to not do my hair that day, that's just that, and you're going to get me as I am.
Me and my hair and the relationship with my hair. But personally, that's just how I feel. The confidence just wouldn't be there. But yeah, cross our fingers.
In this segment, I'm just going about how I prepared for this appointment. I don't know if you guys necessarily care to see it. I will play the beginning clip though, because this is my natural hair in its natural state. This is where my hair was at 2 years ago.
So this is it conditioned. I want to condition and detangle it.
It's like jerry curls. Look how short my hair was, and that's shrinkage. You guys wanted me to walk around like that? a setup. Like, no. And the shrinkage was real, like, and how far it stretches out and then it snaps all the way back.
I have to wash the conditioner out and then shampoo, and then that's it. That was in her instructions. Like,
it's crazy. I haven't seen my hair like this in a long time, but to really see the shrinkage and how short my hair really was, if I was to air dry my hair, it would be even shorter. And you're mad that I got lock extensions? There was no convincing me, especially at that point. In this clip, you could see my hair blow dried and see really how long and how tall up my hair goes. In this clip, you could see my hair blow dried and see really how long and how tall up my hair goes. I don't know if she blow dried it. It's not super short, right? But that's tall, not long. This was it. This is what I was working with.
I'm at my aunt's house right now, but this is how she looks. It's giving.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. I was very, very satisfied with my outcome. It came out really well. It's only, I would say after the fact, when my hair started to grow, my feelings started to change. But I don't regret doing it. I don't regret going to get it done. And I don't think I would have changed anything different. And that's the truth. But you will hear my very first impressions.
And I just want to give my first impressions.
I don't think I said this in the video, but I would say it was also longer than I expected.
I feel like 2 days is a good amount of time for first impressions, so I'm just gonna untie it. Like,
my hair was also a bunch of different lengths, so you can see like the tapering going on. Let's see what I say actually.
here's the top.
I was showing the top and then covered it completely with my hands. Don't know what I was doing there. You could tell I was new to this, okay? Now that I'm looking at it, I don't really have a middle part 3, 4. It's straight down for the first 4 parts, but then the row right behind it is like off-centered. So that's kind of...
My first impressions is that it just seems kind of stiff to me, you know? Like, you know how it moves just feels and seems kind of unnatural. That's just personally to me.
I didn't have much expectations when getting these lock extensions. I also want to make that clear. I didn't have any expectations besides the aesthetic, so I didn't know what to expect when it came to the feel, to the way it acts, anything. All of these is just my initial observations. It was stiff. It was stiff. It didn't really flow. I would say maybe a little after the fact it did loosen up a little bit, but I would say it just got a little more malleable and bendy. But these lock extensions were never going to do that. It's not going to completely be loose. I've also said this in other videos. Really, you got to go down the rabbit hole and watch my other videos. These are things I've said before, and I've gone into more detail about this in particular.
It's easy to style. It kind of resembles like knotless braids. If you could kind of see, that's like the retwist, and then this is very permanent. It's not something I could just like undo, which I understand.
When I say very permanent, I mean like long lasting. It's not like braids where I'm going to take it out in a month.
It's very rough. Some damn sandpaper, I'm not gonna lie.
It acted a lot different than I initially thought, because you can't tell how it's going to act based on pictures, in which I only at that point saw pictures. Just keep in mind, when I went to go do my lock extensions, not many people had lock extensions. Even when I got my lock extensions, she maybe had 5, at most 10 people at most, and I don't even think it's that many, but benefit of the doubt, 10 people who got lock extensions before I had, my cousin included, like one of those people I knew. It just wasn't that abundant in the way it is now, so I really didn't have anything to go off of. There's maybe 1 or 2 YouTube videos in which they installed it themselves. There wasn't that much information out there. Just remembering that these are where my observations and opinions were coming from.
When I think of the feeling of this hair, it feels like sandpaper.
If you watch any of my videos where I had the lock extensions, the number one thing I'm gonna say is how itchy it was, and that's just the texture. And I just felt like, now there's so many different textures to lock extensions, but it was the texture that made it very uncomfortable. to the point where a year in, I couldn't bear it anymore. I had to cut them out. It was so itchy. It never got better.
And I understand this is real, but they are locks. So the method that was used,
allegedly. I'm just gonna skip over the little segment. It doesn't contribute to this at all. She did a great job. I loved my hair, and I'm just gonna keep reiterating that just to say that, like, it, you know, it's just very far behind us at this point. I don't even have the lock extensions anymore, so it's not anything negative. I just don't want to continue to affiliate myself and bring her up where it's not needed, so I'm just gonna skip it.
this does pick up lint. It does pick up lint with my 2 days of having them. Like, you could even see over here, like,
initially I would say it was just very spiky. After I washed it a couple times, it did get like a little softer, so it wasn't picking up lint in the same way. But when I first got them, it was like Velcro, so it picked up lint very easily. I would put a shirt on and have a whole bunch of lint in my hair. The more I wore it and washed it and lived with it and everything, it wasn't the same. It was only very much like at the very ends that it picked up lint, and that was pretty much it. It wasn't terrible, you know, it wasn't all throughout my hair or whatever. I have videos on it. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm just gonna refer to my other videos in which I speak about it in detail if you care to see. But yeah,
I thought they were gonna be heavy. Like, I thought they were gonna be heavy, but they're pretty weightless.
I thought they were gonna be heavier, and they were lighter than expected is what I should have said, because they were heavy. They were very heavy. Especially when I washed my hair, they were heavy to the point where a couple months after this, I got a haircut because they were so heavy.
I was definitely expecting to get a thick neck from holding up all this hair, but
a thick neck? Okay.
my only thing is the stiffness. That's the only thing, like, I would say I don't like.
Girl, I did not like how stiff it was. I was just trying to be nice. Listen, this was my first video, so I was trying to be careful.
As she said, like, with, it's kind of like shoes, you need to wear them down.
That's a good analogy. It was definitely like shoes. You need to wear them in before they, you know, loosen up.
First retwist a month from the day I got it done. However, I'm not in a hurry to retwist my hair because personally for me getting locks is to minimize the maintenance. So I'm not planning to.
I don't get retwists that often. I just don't feel the need to, so I don't. I only do what's absolutely necessary and what I feel I need to do. Obviously, I need to maintain my hair, so I keep up my maintenance. I'm not in the salon every month getting my hair done. I like the outgrown look and everything. As long as I don't look unkempt, I'm fine.
Yeah, but this is what she did. It was a lot of money. It was definitely an investment, and an investment I'm proud of. Like, I will never have to do my hair again, and I'm okay with that.
The industry burst, like, there's a lot of them now. It will be easy to find a loctician, a reputable and trusted loctician that knows what they're doing. That's a different search, but locticians are everywhere is what I'm trying to say. But back then, I was actively searching for one that wasn't too far from me. Even the loctician I did find, me and her are locked in, okay? I'm to this day. Even when I did find her, she was still very far from me. So it just goes to show you that there was really no one around. No one that I was even comfortable with going to at the time anyways, but there was just no one around. That industry wasn't tapped yet. Now, 2 years, it only took 2 years. They're everywhere, so it wouldn't be hard now, but back then it was definitely a struggle. I also talk about how much it was. It was expensive. For me to only keep it in for a year, I think I would have reconsidered paying that price. And now that there's more abundance within the industry, there's a lot more shopping you could do, but really I had like what, 2 or 3 options at that point. So not even my current loctician offered lock extensions at the time. So it really goes to show you how scarce it was back then. That's basically the video. I wrap it up. It was very nostalgic for me. I'm just so grateful to have come this far, and I'm proud of myself even for sticking to it and finding my people even. Yeah, I'm really invested in this niche. I enjoy making videos about lock extensions and hair in particular. Yeah, I'm really excited for what's to come in the next couple of years. I hope you liked that video and this one. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't like that video, because truthfully, it's crazy. But if you did like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We are so close to meeting the threshold, so anything will help. And I'll see you in the next one.